Yeah, no, absolutely. Later that night, Undertaker and Dupree would go to a double count out when Team Angle version 2 would come out. Version 2, Kurt, Luther Reigns and Mark Jindrak. You're laughing already. And interfere so you wouldn't have to face Taker in the second round in case you won. Taker had Dupree pin when Jindrak pulled the ref out while Reigns distracted Undertaker. Both guys were counted out of the ring. Undertaker was about to beat the count, but Reigns held his leg to keep him from getting in. So let me ask you before I get to my next question, Jindrak and Reigns, what'd you think about that Team Angle Part 2?
They were good. I mean, it's hard to explain. Jindrak could wrestle like a son of a bitch. He was really good. Couldn't cut a promo. But Luther Reigns could cut incredible promos. Wasn't that good of a worker. You put them together and add both of their strengths, you have the perfect wrestler. But unfortunately, they lacked a couple of things, and that's exactly why they didn't pan out that well.
Were you all on board with this whole Team Angle Part 2? Did you
Honor
like
Society, it was what it was called. It was what Vince called it.
Yeah.
The Honor Society. Yeah, I was okay with it. When Luther Reigns came in, he looked great. I mean, he was really, really good looking guy, great build. He could talk. He had everything, but his work was just a little bit, not.
It was
not
missing something.
Yeah. But I was excited about it. But when things started, week after week, and I realized some of their strengths and some of their weaknesses, it was like, this isn't quite the same as Team Angle, the first version. And not that Shelton and Charlie cut incredible promos. That wasn't the reason, but they were incredible amateur wrestlers.
Absolutely.
And pro wrestlers, and that's why we meshed well.
Yeah, your skill sets all just synced up. It was a perfect combination. I definitely get that. So with Undertaker being yanked, you got to hope that there's a program coming with Taker after your program with Shawn, right?
Well, I don't know if that's what he wanted. I don't know what the company wanted. I think the reason why all that occurred was more for Luther Reigns, because I believe Undertaker wrestled Luther the next month pay-per-view. So this was more of a program to build up for Luther Reigns, because he did cause Undertaker to tie in the match, and therefore he never went forward in the tournament for the number one contender.
But I'm sure too, any opportunity that you could have down the road or in the future, if they would have said, "Hey,
with Taker, I'll take it.
We want to make sure we're going to get you two back together again." Hands are all up in the air. So there you go. You're working with Reigns and Jindrak. We talked about that a little bit. This would line up, like you said, Reigns for a singles match at No Way Out with Taker. What about advice? Did you end up getting in his ear a little bit, trying to help him out? Were you kind of a mentor to him as far as working with Taker?
Okay, anybody that's working Taker, you don't give them advice. Taker gives the advice. He's the boss, man, and he's going to do what he has to do to make the match as good as possible. So no, I didn't give him any advice, and Taker never even came to me for it. He takes care of his own shit, and I don't blame him for that. He's that good.